you ever feel like there's too much to learn and not enough time?
Batching. 80-20 rule. 5-minute rule.
You read 100 self-help books and you're just overwhelmed by the amount of useful knowledge.
Dopamine. More productive passive income.
Mindset. Add more value.
In fact, there's so much that you try to do all of it. You optimize your calendar, Marie Kondo your shirts, spend hours tweaking a note-taking app so it looks just right, and nothing changes. You have a beautiful calendar, but you don't stick to it. Your Notion looks great, but you don't use it. And what, now you gotta thank all your shirts again? Just chuck them in there. You're back to square one, but now you're beating yourself up for being lazy too. Sound familiar? What's up guys? Today I'm going to give you 6 of my favorite unique habits, tips, tricks that give me actual results, plus a little bonus at the end. We're in a time now where there's so much info that it's just paralyzing, and we try to do so much that we end up doing nothing at all. So for this video, I'm only going to cover habits that require little to no effort to implement, work immediately, I haven't seen covered extensively on YouTube, it's a weird way to make a 3, provide the most value either for productivity or happiness. So let's get started. Top tip for focus. Throw your phone behind you. This is the easiest, quickest way I've found to get away from this distracting rectangle. If I'm doing work at my computer, I literally sit down, and before I start, I get my phone and I throw it behind me, far away enough that I can't just reach it. I used to try setting limits on apps and I'd always just bypass them and skip them, but for some reason, if I throw my phone out of arm's reach, I can't be bothered to go and turn around to get it, and something feels really desperate and fiendish about having to crawl over onto my bed to get to my TikTok. Obviously, don't just throw it behind you without looking. It could be a pane of glass or your grandma behind you. This one thing has probably saved me hours and hours of time every single week. Number 2, for productivity, to-do list widget. Your brain is made for having ideas, not for holding them. So just get your favorite to-do app on your phone. I'm realizing now that I'm on my phone after just saying throw away your phone. I use TickTick, but basically any of the apps will work, and add a widget to your home screen that shows your to-do list. As soon as you think of something you need to do, put it in the app. Don't hold it up here with the swamp of what do I have to do today? What am I going to eat? Does this person like me? I've got too much to do. Chuck it in here, let it go. In case you don't know, here's a speed tutorial on how to add a widget to your home screen. Go in here, hold the screen, press the plus, find the app that has the widget, add it here, choose whatever to-do list you want it to show up, save, done. Done. Number 3, for anxiety. This is such a stoner thing to say, but whenever I'm feeling really anxious or in my head, I just look at my own hands and they're moving around. I don't know how I'm moving them. And I just remember that I am alive right now. I'm here right now. All this shit in my head, none of that's actually really happening. What's happening is I'm in this room right now looking at my hands. Touchy, touchy, feely, feely. This makes me really present and just pulls me out of the trap of the endless cycling when I'm stuck in my brain. I promise you I'm not on acid. I'm on mushrooms. Honestly, it's a really silly one, but I use it every single day. Try it out. It's super easy. It takes 1 second to do. Number 4, for bad feelings, voice journal. So I use this when I'm feeling really sad, angry, frustrated, jealous, anything that makes me feel like shit. I open up my phone, get on my voice memo app, and I just vent. Just vent to yourself. Now, 2 things happen here. 1, when you start just saying all these things out loud, they sound kind of ridiculous, or they help you get it out. You can kind of purge out that negative emotion. And 2nd, I've noticed that I start to develop a kind of funny relationship with myself. I become more honest with myself, I'm better at articulating my thoughts, and I even develop a sense of humor with myself. It's like talking to a friend. And I've listened back to some of these voice notes and I'm laughing by the end of it, even when I was feeling really, really rough at the start. It helps you feel your feelings and it helps you develop a loving relationship with yourself. Number 5, for anger. Punch your bed and scream into your pillow. Come on, if you guys aren't doing this, you're missing out. When I'm feeling really, really angry, if I'm editing something and it's just not working, I'm gonna lose my mind, I just punch my bed hard. Let it out. Let that frustration out. The bed is fine. The bed can take it. I promise. And if the physical release isn't enough, then scream into your pillow. Just scream into it. Let it out. Another great one for this is if you're near a beach, go into the beach, go underwater and scream. That is amazing. No one can hear you scream underwater unless they're underwater and they're close to you. But then we know running away from negative emotions doesn't work, prolongs them, intensifies them. The best way past it is through it. Number 6, for sleepiness, do 10 push-ups. So some people disagree with this one because they think if you're tired, you should take a nap. And yeah, sometimes that's true. Sometimes it's true. But sometimes you're tired just because you're lying down or you've been reading and your body is just starting to shut down, and it's your job to wake it back up again. So for me, before I go the nap route, I'll just go out on my balcony, just do 10 push-ups, star jumps, little run, whatever. See if you can wake your body up a bit, and you'll be surprised how often your body's ready to go again. Bonus super giga mega terra ultra uber tip. Limit social media. I mean, this is hardly unconventional, but it's the most obvious way to improve your productivity and your happiness. I use some Chrome extensions. I use Newsfeed Eradicator so that on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, all I can see are my notifications and messages, so I don't get this immediate deluge of content tailored just for me, because I know I'm not strong enough to resist it. I also use an app on my phone called App Block, which basically locks me out of social media apps for set hours that I can schedule. This means that I can go on Instagram maybe 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. and that's it for the day. Because I mean, really, when has there ever been an emergency on Instagram? Has that ever happened? If it was that bad, they would call you. So I think it's okay to let them go. Give yourself an hour a day to do all your social media stuff, and the rest of the time, live your fucking life. Jesus Christ. Of course, social media is fun, and if you're getting value out of it, of course, keep scrolling. But we know that limit where it pushes past fun into just a numbing agent that you're using to get away from reality. So you set that up however it works for you. And that's it. I would love for you to tell me in the comments if any of these have been helpful for you, if you already do some of them. If you have some more unconventional ones, some really weird ones if possible, I would love to hear about those. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Is that someone else's sign off? Am I plagiarizing someone? I don't know how to think of a unique. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Am I playing a character right now, or am I being myself? Do you ever feel like that? Sometimes I do. I genuinely don't know. Like, am I being mostly myself, but I'm putting a little bit of extra mustard on it for the camera, for the cam, for the gram, for the TikTok? Important questions. Is this funny? Do you guys like me? No, this is the real me now. Okay, that's the real me. Yeah, probably end the video there, eh?